Hi guys, my name is Akshay and I am a manifestation coach. All my contact info is in the description. People often ask me, Akshay, when I affirm or I do, a visualization, I feel good for some time, and then after a while I see that my manifestation is not here. So I start feeling triggered again and I notice the lack. Okay, and I start feeling sad. So how can I stay consistent? How can I live in the end consistently? How can I maintain the state of the wish fulfilled so that I can get my manifestation? Okay, so that is what we are going to address. Number one, okay, decide right now that my thoughts and my words are extremely powerful. Okay, and from this second, I am only going to think and say what I want. Okay, and I'm not going to say it from a helpless attitude. Oh my God, I have to keep saying what I want so that I can get it. No, I'm going to claim it right now. What I've seen is, I've seen people who have been on this manifestation conscious creation journey for years, okay? But when they talk about their desires, they are ready to say everything, like I'm living in the end and I'll get my desire. The only thing that they don't want to say is I have it right now and I feel so complete and fulfilled. That is the thing that people have some weird problem, man, saying and thinking. They are afraid to claim the desire. Okay? So don't be afraid to claim the desire. Claim right now. Don't affirm helplessly with the hope. Yesterday somebody asked me, does manifestation equal to hope? I will be is a claim that I am not. Okay, I will be is like a hope. To claim it right now, that is another level of illogical confidence. Okay, and don't be afraid to elevate yourself to that level. Okay, so instead of saying, like someday, I know there will be someday when my person will come to me, my specific person will come me and they are going to come to me, I know it. It is better than saying they are never going to come. Claim right now that my specific person right now is totally in love with me. Instead of saying, instead of telling yourself this story that, I am a manifestor, so, I have to say I'm rich, I'm a rich bitch, I'm wealthy. Instead of saying that, instead of saying that, claim it. Instead of saying it with the hope of, somehow the God or universe will bestow their grace upon me and I will be, instead of being, this helpless manifester, don't be afraid to claim it right now. Tell yourself that I feel so abundant, I feel proud, that I am now wealthy, I feel very satisfied, I feel very self-assured that I am now. So instead of affirming helplessly, okay, claim that your desires are yours right now. Manifestation happens in the now. Who is talking about going to Barbados? You cannot talk about going to Barbados if you're already in Barbados. Okay? Second thing, I don't care how unsurmountable your circumstances may seem or how intimidated you are by them. Don't be your own enemy. Okay? Don't be your own enemy. Don't allow your own thoughts and feelings to sabotage your manifestation. Tell yourself that I am not going to think even a single negative thought. All these negative feelings, anxiety, fear, doubt, feeling of not being good enough, do they help me to get my manifestation? Does anxiety help me to get manifestation? Does fear help me to get manifestation? Does hopelessness, helplessness, insecurity, does it help me to get my manifestation? No. So what is this? This is bullshit. It's garbage. Doesn't belong in this system. Okay? So I don't care how unsurmountable your circumstances seem. Don't be your own enemy. Don't stop yourself from claiming that you have your desire right now. Never do that. I think there is, you should never, if you catch yourself thinking a negative thought, okay, don't even dare complete it. And not because, if you think the negative thought, oh my God, I will be thrown out of vibration. No, not from that helpless state, because this thought does not serve me. Why should I allow it to exist? Why? Why should I be subservient to a thought, an idea, an emotion, a feeling that does not help me to get what I want? I choose to totally disregard these circumstances, these negative thoughts, and these negative feelings. I am not going to cry or be timid anymore. I choose to remain relaxed and calm and confident instead. Okay? I think it was Dr. Joseph Murphy who said that don't complete a negative thought. Don't complete a negative sentence. Your thoughts and words are powerful. Okay? Always say, utter words that are in alignment with your desire. Always think thoughts. And you feel, oh, but the negative thoughts are happening on their own. If you are allowing your own negative thoughts to treat you like a doormat, they are not happening on their own. You have allowed it. Okay? And now you are in a habit of getting screwed by your own negativity. That is what you've allowed for a long time, long time. It's time to turn the tables. The negative thought is making me feel worthless. Does it help me to get what I want? No. So it is worthless, and I choose to trash it. Flip the dynamic. Okay? Also, tell yourself the story that I'm extremely consistent. That if I said the word, then it has to happen. If I said it, I already did it. If I have the desire, then it has to manifest. All my desires always manifest. I am very confident, I'm very calm, I'm very composed. I am not this triggered, helpless, hopeless individual. Okay? And this is the most important part that I'm going to address right now. People tell me, as I said, I do the technique and I feel good for a little while. Okay? And then I feel bad again, I feel triggered again. So they're not talking about thoughts, right? They're talking about the feelings. So initially, when you do any technique, or even when you tell yourself that your desire is yours, it might feel weird because you've always used the external reality as evidence. You've never used your imagination as the evidence. You've always formed opinions about what is true and what is not, based on whether or not it has happened in your external reality. So it's going to feel a little weird to say that your desire is yours, even though it's not yet made manifest in the external reality. Accept it. That is how it feels for everybody in the beginning. It feels a little bit weird, man. Accept it. Tell yourself this is how it feels. That's all right. Secondly, don't force yourself to believe anything, or force yourself to, oh my God, I have to believe it, only then it will manifest. You take all resistance out of the manifestation technique by giving yourself permission to enjoy it wholeheartedly. So when you enjoy something wholeheartedly, say you're visualizing that you have a very good job with a high income, so you visualize yourself wearing a very nice, sexy business suit, okay, with a nice watch, and walking in your office, having like a phenomenal view, everybody on your team congratulating you, your boss congratulating you, you getting promotions, shaking your hand, and it's a privilege to have you. We are so glad to have you working for us. You are an asset to this organization. Here is a bonus, here is a raise, here is a promotion. You visualize yourself doing that. Instead of forcing yourself to believe it, just allow yourself to enjoy it, keyword wholeheartedly. Okay, lose yourself in the visualization. Okay, enjoy it to the fullest. Okay, instead of doing some half-hearted technique, take like maybe 3-5 minutes to relax and totally immerse yourself in another world. In fact, Neville said that like that, when people immerse themselves in this imaginative universe, okay, it almost feels like a shock when they wake up in this reality. That is how real they make it for themselves. And when you do this, in a relaxed manner, and when you do this on a consistent basis, the feeling within you already becomes altered, because the subconscious mind thinks that the manifestation has already occurred. And by doing so, you are literally becoming the person who has the manifestation, who is in a position to receive the manifestation. Okay, so if you are having problems doing like that, you're getting triggered, you do a technique, you feel nice, then you get triggered, don't be afraid to allow yourself to be immersed completely in your imaginative universe. Enjoy it wholeheartedly. Rejoice in it. Okay, do it to the point of satisfaction. When you are satisfied, it means you are no longer hungry. When you are full, it means you are no longer hungry. When you are full, then by definition, you cannot be hungry, because you are full. And at the moment of fullness, there is no hunger. There is only the enjoyment of the feeling of fullness. So immerse yourself completely to the point of satisfaction, to the point of ecstasy. Enjoy it wholeheartedly. And don't force yourself to believe or anything. Just enjoy. When you enjoy, your subconscious mind, your body feels that it has happened. Okay, and that is a very, very, very powerful step in manifestation. Actually, That is the most crucial step for a successful manifestation. Imagining it to the point of satisfaction. You can also use affirmations if you don't like visualization, with feelings to the point of satisfaction. Okay? And when you emerge from that exercise, from that visualization, something within you has flipped. You no longer feel desperate. You no longer feel hungry because you're full. And when you are full, there is only the enjoyment of the feeling of fullness. Okay, and you do that on a consistent basis and enjoy it wholeheartedly. It has to come in your external reality. Everything that you visualize in this manner has to come true in your external reality. Okay, because God, universe, your subconscious mind is always out picturing what is happening within you right now. Okay, so to summarize, your thoughts and your words are extremely powerful. You are only going to utter the words that are good for you and think the thoughts that are good for you, and you're going to claim that you have your desire right now, instead of affirming helplessly with the hope that it will come in some distant future. And so no, it has to happen within you right now. Don't think negative thoughts. Don't complete a negative thought that is bad for you. Tell yourself, this is not good for me. Trash it. No, I'm not going to be a slave to my negative thoughts, emotions, feelings anymore. I am a person who is always consistent, always confident. All my desires always come true. Okay, I'm phenomenal at living in the end. I'm phenomenal at getting what I want. I'm phenomenal at manifesting. Okay, and finally, immerse yourself completely and wholeheartedly in the reality, in the imaginative reality. Okay, so much so that when you come back, it should feel shocking. That is how wholeheartedly I want you to go into the imaginative reality and enjoy that reality to the point of satisfaction. I hope you derived some value from this video. If you like this video, please hit like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, unleash the power within you. And remember that if I said it, I already did it. Thank you.